Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Nick, and today I want to talk to you about something serious that's going on in Staten Island, since I'm a Staten Islander. And I'm in Staten Island right now, obviously, because I live there. Okay, that was a bit too specific. Point is that now everybody's saying that everybody's been saying for 8 months now, and the president of the MTA has said that there's going to be something called the Subway Action Plan. And we should be able to get the best subway system in the world because we pay more than any subway system in the world. And it's really the reason why New York is also the most expensive city to live in the world. That's a fact, actually. I'm not actually kidding. Now, but believe it or not, I'm actually not here to talk about the MTA. Because everybody's saying, oh, the trains are bad and the buses aren't the best. Which, by the way, I'm here to talk about buses, but not from the MTA. And that we could have better. But have you been thinking about how the school buses could be better? Yeah, I'm talking about the school buses. How they could be better. How they could be cleaner. How they could be safer. And how they could be more, but most importantly, how they could be more reliable. So those four things are, oh my goodness, that was a deep voice, are really important when you make a transportation system, or when a transportation system, and for a transportation system, you gotta have all four of those things. And how it works in Staten Island is there's different bus companies. My favorite, personally, being Pioneer. My least favorite being Reliant Transportation. But neither have sanitary buses. That's the thing about all school bus. Sorry, my throat is like, I want to change its voice today. But what it does not have is sanitariness. So let's move to one thing. So right now, this is not going to be a short video, just so you know. It's going to be a long one, most likely. But let's move on. But right now, this part of the video, we're going to focus on the 3 Ds. Dirt, delays, danger. And a lot of the danger can come from the dirt. So that's another thing. That's better. I had to get a little more comfortable. But yeah, so dirt. Now, let's talk a little bit about dirt on the buses. Dirt is a major thing that you'll notice on the bus, and probably not necessarily on the aisleway on the bus, but you'll notice it on the floor, definitely. And you'll notice a bunch of crumbs, and it's not necessarily, now of course, the bus companies would never throw crumbs purposefully on the floor. They're not that stupid. Just not that stupid, but they're not that stupid where they'll just throw crumbs on the floor and purposefully make it dirty. Now that'll just be cruel. The floor's dirty. Like one time, I actually rubbed tissue on the floor just to see how dirty it is. That part of the tissue that I rubbed, it was completely dull gray, and it was completely dirty, that part. So that's what you're riding on every single day. I got some in my eye. That's better. And the windows are not any better either. I mean, and the funny part about that too is that there's literally Windex on there 24/7 on nearly every bus that I've seen. And some buses don't have it. But even the buses that do have it, those windows are really dirty. So and a lot of kids put their faces, put their hair on those windows too, like to rest their heads on those things. So really, I recommend that you definitely don't. That's actually a really bad idea. Do not, because that is really the windows are very, very dirty and not clean at all. Next thing is that dirt delays, danger delays. You what was I gonna say? Oh, right. So just know that there can be delays. Now I really have not really experienced delays, but actually I did experience a delay in the fall because there was a snowstorm in the fall, and it made me so late, and we were just like a block away from my house, but it took an hour, an hour and a half to get there. So, because of the snow, and there were no salt trucks that were taking care of it, so that's why it did that. But that's really not the bus's fault. Delays, though, but what is the bus company's fault is support numbers with delays, and that can also go into danger too, because you never know what could be happening to your child, because you want to know where your child is. And I've read a lot of reviews on bus companies like Reliant Transportation, which is not by far the worst bus company I've ever dealt with, and completely unreliant. I've read a lot of comments that said that when they called, there were people who were extremely rude, customer service, and they put them on hold every time for about 30 to 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, and it was crazy. It was actually crazy, I bet. That would really be crazy. And one person even said, which really amazed me, was that some person had the biggest nerve in the world. The support customer person literally redirected another person who said they were going to redirect them to a manager, but they didn't. They redirected them to another bus company support number. And I'm thinking, that is completely unprofessional, and that is not what you do. And now in for the danger. Now the danger can come from delays, it can come from dirt, but because like there could be some flammable stuff, and the delays, because you never know. Not every bus driver or bus matron is completely safe. You may think that they're protecting you all the time, but they're really not. Sometimes they could actually be kidnapping you, and the thing is about the support number is that they'll be rude and they don't even know. So. And they don't even know about what's happening. So, because a lot of buses, every bus, I feel like there should be a law that every bus needs to have security cameras installed on them, and having the bus company, not the bus company. The bus company can't even be trusted with that. No, I'm talking about put the NYPD watching them 24/7. NYPD officers in bus company stations and watching them on security cameras, security guards from other places, and they can locate the bus to know where it is. Every bus should have it. There should be a law that every bus should have it, because it would decrease, it would make the bus system more reliable. It really is not a very good bus system. It's not a good bus system at all. How it works in Staten Island is there's a matron, something called a matron. If you don't know what that is, it's basically somebody where every time a kid gets on from the house, they have to stand outside of the bus. They have to walk down the stairs each time, and when they get in, they can go back in. Uh, in New Jersey, it's different. That you can get, they have this bar on every bus where like it goes open so that a kid can't really run around it and I think that's really good. So they have those instead of matrons. I think it's really good idea because like say like if like they're trying to run away, it'll take them more time to run around. Like because most kids aren't really, because maybe one kid might be really tough, but so far I have not seen many kids in my time that can run really fast. So I have only seen one kid that could run really fast. I've only seen one kid in like what fifth grade. I've seen in seventh, and I've only seen one kid that can run really fast. But that's besides the point. Um, I don't really remember a t- or not really remember is not the word. I've never really seen on the internet or TV where where bus companies were ever thriving at all. And it was really bad back then, like 90s. MTA was thriving, but was the school bus system in Staten Island thriving? Let me see. No, it wasn't. It was always failing. The school bus system was always failing. It was failing then. It was failing in the 90s, failing in the 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s. And and when it fails that much, and when it becomes really unreliable, and when I'm seeing a bunch of 50 reviews and they're all 2.4 for a bus company, I feel like a transportation sucker. I'm not a transportation sucker, and if you're okay with that, that makes you a transportation sucker. It really it really is not okay. And and kids if you're watching, if you really it's really not as okay as you think it is, because that's the thing. When you're used to something, when you're used to a bus company, when you've had a failing bus company your entire life, like your entire life, you get used to it. You get used to it, and and when you get used to it your entire life, it makes you think that it's normal, and this is not a normal thing. This is a big issue. And it's not, and a lot of kids have complained about the bus company. I've seen videos on YouTube talking about how bus companies are bad, how school bus sucks, and blah blah blah. And But never once have I ever seen a kid that was talking about all the dirt and how bad it is and how bad the phone calls are and how bad the customer service is and etc. So sorry, it's windy out. And it really makes me think that kids really don't know what they're writing on, and you really don't know. You really don't know. And it's really not sanitary. They have cleaning supplies. They have they have all that stuff. There's brooms on the buses, dustpans, but they never use it. Why? Because that's not the bus driver's responsibility. They can do it if they want. They can keep the buses sanitary if they want to. What kind of an excuse is that? The excuses are so bad. The excuses are very, very bad. It's not okay. And what's the way to solve it? Speak up. Speak up. That's your right in this country. Speak up. Don't let that happen. Speak up. Make your voice heard about this problem. I hope this video probably won't get a lot of views. Maybe it might not get a lot of views, maybe likes or whatever. But I don't care about that. I just want like at least like one person, one real person, other person on all of Staten Island to know the truth about the school bus system and how it needs to change. Thank you for watching. I hope that this school bus system will finally thrive eventually. Maybe by next year. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.